Your brother, indescribable 1981, back at y'all again. As you can see, ain't nothing new under the sun right about now. But there are new energies and new frequencies in the universe and the cosmos that the Most High Goddess is sending down in the form of many different elements. This video here is pertaining to those who are in relationships with the wrong type of man or woman. There's a lot of people in relationships right now with narcissistic partners who's taking everything from them, and looks like even though you're down and out, they trying to come back and finish you off because they know ain't shit left. They done sucked you dry. I want y'all to pay attention to the higher perspective of what's going on. That's for those of y'all who understand where I'm coming from. These relationships that some of our women are in and some of our men, where they're with the parent of their child, but it's not working at all. They're married, it's not working at all. Just know these things were for lessons that you had to learn and situations that you had to go through, right? And these are things to help you ask Holy Spirit for wisdom from now on when you do create in the near future. It's a lot of people that got into marriage because they were pressured. Some people got into marriages because someone begged them and they felt sorry. It's a lot of people that have gotten married out here in holy matrimony because they were trying to compete with a friend and they realized marriage isn't for them. And there are some whose first time being married in situations that they never even been in, and they're doing pretty good. Yet the partner that wanted to marry wasn't ready. You have young people that's not ready for marriage, and you have older people that's not ready for marriage. Let's just get that out there right now. For those who are in relationships where they're suffering life or death situations, arguing with the man or the woman that's a narcissist, there's no changing. They continue to do evil. You wonder why they haven't been stopped yet. Just know something. A lot of times before the Most High do something, or the Creator do something, Holy Spirit will guide a person out of your life. You know, police officers know that if you open fire on a crowd with a whole bunch of innocent people, a police officer could get in trouble for that and lose their job. You're out there willy-nilly just shooting all over the place, and you're an officer of the law, knowing those bullets can hit people that's innocent because you act like you don't know how to shoot. So they know this. They would rather people get out of the way first, try to move the criminal out of the crowd's way first, so that when they can have at the criminal and light his ass up, he won't be nowhere around the crowd of people where they can get harmed. Public safety. But I must say, with the majority of relationships out here that's like this, where the partner just don't want to stop, they taking the car, they taking everything, they don't even give a damn about the children. Yeah, men and women that do this. Where the good partner have to suffer and stick with the children, and the other one, I'm seeing this a lot. But this is a sign, y'all. The same thing, and those same spirits, wicked spirits that came through our oppressors, were so-called, what y'all so-called slavery. Some of those same spirits are coming through some of our own people. Where, for example, I always hear my people talk about, the government, the so-called white man, it's his fault. He took our land, right? He came and raped, steal, killed, slaughter, oppressed, right? Left us dry, nothing. Same way they do countries like Haiti and Jamaica, and they come ravish these lands and bring their influence and then try to sabotage it and then get up out of there. And then once it's sabotaged, we sitting up here like, why the Haitians coming over here? They should deal with their own problems. When somebody came over there and fucked the shit up, and even in their own it up, we've learned it from our oppressors, right? The same oppressors you talking about that oppressed you in slavery, these are the same ones you're acting just like them. So for those men or women out there who are in relationships in the near future, things are changing. Ask for wisdom. Try to dodge and stay out of the way of these men or women with tattoos talking about they all prayed up, got family issues with their mother, brother, and sisters them, got different aliases. or take from their own baby mama and a lot of their children. Don't give a damn. You saw that with Nature Boy. That's why I say that spirit that come through Nature Boy, that's a spirit in a lot of men. They've been abused and had childhood trauma. So, I mean, even when they get older and have children, they'll do certain things in front of children or things that children shouldn't see or feed them foods that they shouldn't be eating. It's just amazing how life is when so a lot of these patterns and human behaviors we see in life with a lot of these couples relationships, men and women do it both. We can see that it's getting worse and worse out here in the world, and it's getting so bad that, you know, I know people that's been praying to get out of their situation, and they look like they ain't got no out of their situation yet. I truly believe the first way to get out of a situation is to be mentally attuned and mentally adjusted to what you're going through. You know, you accept where you are for right now, and then everything else will play itself out. Because right now, it's a lot of devils out here. They just buying out time, wasting time. You got people, they don't want to see you grow because they know you're going to leave them behind. And a lot of them feel like you're going to get left behind if they snatch everything from you. Money, cars, clothes, children. Just like Job in the Bible. They thought it was, you know, the devil thought he was just going to defeat God by proving God wrong, that Job ain't loyal to him. Job only loyal because you give him children, you give him life, you give him a hedge of protection, or oil field. You give him this, you give him that. Come to find out, that oil field ain't have shit to do with, and that hedge of protection ain't have shit to do with Job's integrity. Job had integrity regardless, whether he had a hedge of protection or not. And that's just like us. No matter what we go through, we got to be straight regardless, no matter what people do. Because a lot of times, we don't know the divine will of the Most High and how the Most High is working. Sometimes, it may be situations in the divine will where a person may have to get with a I don't want to say serial killer or you know, childhood trauma patient, but a lot of people be in relationships like that. They had to grow through these, and then beautiful children came out of these relationships. You know what I mean? So it's like nowadays, I already knew I wasn't gonna be married in this day and time. I knew I was gonna be a single parent because I do love children. Yet I would love a righteous woman as well. I can't deal with a woman who's not righteous and, you know, she has the possibility to change and you're praying for it and you give her the benefit of the doubt. But then if it's no change, it's probably a situation where they so far gone, it's impossible for change. And that don't mean you hate them. You just pull away because it's not your frequency. You have to pull away. But for a lot of you men out here and women, all these tattoos, all this childhood trauma, I know people that done started relationships in the psych ward. You know, they had to go to the mental part of the hospital, the psych ward, and where the mental patients are with the mental illnesses and disabilities. And I've seen beautiful men up there and beautiful women. And a lot of them have gotten together in the psych ward on the crazy floor at the hospital, whatever. And they actually done became couples and had children and everything. Now, I don't think a lot of those situations have done pretty good. If they have, they're rare. But I have a family member, a sister of mine, who went through this situation. She was once married before, had to come out of something, and then had to, a lot of lies and slander and courts and stuff, you know, just crazy stuff, man. And now she's with a new dude and been with her the past 10 years now, I might as well say. Got 2 children from him, and man, this man's a soulless being. He's just done for right now. And I must say, a lot of couples are going through separation processes where they've been left high and dry with nothing, and the narcissist done took off with everything. Man, male and female both. But I can tell you this. This is the way that it looks. Yet I know the Most High is transforming situations to where it looks like we're being left alone, we're being left high and dry. But what it is, Holy Spirit is transforming us inside out and everyone else. Those whose Holy Spirit is transforming effectively, we are seeing the results of it in our present living situations. We may be in situations where we thought we would never be able to get out of. Holy Spirit is causing somehow a separation. Either something come up and they got to go out of town. Something come up and they ready to divorce you and take the car. Something comes up and people ready to how you say, they ready to dismiss you if the next benefit comes along, man or woman. You have people out here that are actually ready to crash out and go all out because they know they ain't got nothing else in their life going for themselves. So they might as well take what they have. And the same spirit's coming through these people out here is the same spirit that is in a lot of these fake ass powers that were these elites and governments. They provided, food stamps, they provided EBT, they provided a lot of government help programs, right? And then when they see that their world is ending, this shit ain't gonna be no more. Now the government snatch back everything that they have. It's like the devil will give you something that's not his or hers, and then you play with it a little bit, and then after that, you got to give it back. And it might not be pleasant to get it back or want to have to take it back. Because to give it back or to take it back is to take away someone else's happiness attached to that. So the devil will have you happy, you working for the devil, doing whatever you want. Then when the devil comes back to collect, people not so happy. They now they miserable. Now they stressed out. It's like whatever the Most High give you, it lasts forever. It regenerates. It's immortal. It's always something new. When God blesses you with something, and it's long lasting. The devil's blessing's not long lasting because he done stolen from someone. All he could do is just act like a representative when he know he ain't got no type of power, no Holy Spirit to put the breath of life to breathe a man and wake him back up off like the great Mother Holy Spirit does. This is why the devil hate the woman. The woman has life. So he got to go through the woman or go through others to try to get at the woman, manipulate her, mess her mind up. And you have a lot of women out here that have good hearts, good souls. They're with the wrong type of men just doing any type of thing. Some situations, they lost their life. Not saying the Most High didn't care about them, but a woman naturally has a heart full of love, and the Most High is not going to intervene, at certain times where they know that a woman has, wisdom and has signs in her own spirit to leave this person alone, or a man to leave this woman alone. And somehow, some way, we have compassion in our heart to see certain potential. This is why a lot of us are still gonna be okay when it comes to this world and society ending, because those of us who were caught up because we have a loving heart, that's not a bad thing once you realize it and you get away and don't repeat it. Because to have a loving and compassionate heart and to have been hurt before, that shows you have a soul. How many of us are hurt and brought pain to, or imbalance to the Most High God Creator? Well, we were supposed to do something right and we fucked up, and now we leave God to have to clean it up when we have God in us. We could have did that ourselves to help God out and co-create. You know what I mean? So, I just made this video for those who are in relationships who feel like they're trapped. If there's small signs of them wanting to leave or talking about going away or not giving a fuck, just know Holy Spirit and the Most High Mother, Father, Creator, Yah, they're separating us from the wicked souls. They're separating us from the wicked people who have no souls. And it's going to look like we're being left, we're being hung out high and dry. But all along, they're leaving us. We're taking all these losses just like Job, only in the end to be rewarded for our integrity for doing right. Because a lot of devils out here are not going to stop. As long as they're around, they're not going to stop doing what they're doing. And a lot of us, we shouldn't stop and give up on doing, stop doing righteous things. We should continue to do righteous things no matter what. Reason being, this is what we are. We are love underneath it all. We are unconditional love. There's nothing or no condition that can stop us from being unconditionally loving, especially to ourselves. So for those of y'all in relationships, man, where it look like y'all getting emotionally abused, maybe not physically, but emotionally, and just getting worn down mentally by a man or a woman, just know your salvation is already here. It's already here. Sometimes people read the Bible and read scriptures and they just misunderstand what's actually going on. But there's a lot of people who are going through karma and judgment right now, and they don't want to say that or call it out on themselves because they feel like if they're so stubborn to ignore the truth and they want to be right regardless, then God will leave them in their own delusion and their own imagination until a point comes where when it hits them, it'll be too late and it's going to come at them so hard. And that's why people are going to be taking themselves out and committing suicide. The guilt, the pain, everything you've done, you didn't release it, you didn't repair it, you didn't transform it, you didn't even try to acknowledge it. You just let it sit there. These are usually the people who pop up out the blue and tell you, hey man, the doctor said I got stage 4 cancer. You've been holding shit in. It ain't nothing life producing. Now it's all life sabotaging. It's a lot of spirits and souls out here like this, y'all. And a lot of them know their time is up. That's why they acting all out and acting crazy, and some of them don't know why. The Most High allowing evil spirits to take over their bodies so that they can go crazy and crash out. Just like he allowed the evil spirits to take over the pig bodies so that they could crash out and run over the cliff and fall into the ocean. What you have, what we call Salt Lake City now. Thank you, 13 son. So this is the season where everybody get to crash out, and we got vengeance and stuff coming upon the earth. Karma's here like a motherfucker, and I love it. They can't stop us, baby. That's why they mad. They can keep being mad and stay mad. For all we care, it's time for them to go anyway, so it's going to get a little hectic because they don't want to let go and time up, and they done got used to it, attached to it, and codependent to the righteous souls being here. Well, we about to pull up out of here pretty soon, y'all. And the fact that a lot of these things are speeding up, time speeding up, springtime speeding up, a lot of these manifestations are speeding up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the earth frequencies and stuff is speeding up. And a lot of people's imbalances and stuff that haven't been corrected, all of that is speeding up and getting worse and worse. And you can see the world getting worse. The way people drive, the way people talk to their loved ones, the way people talk to their lovers in marriages, the way people even talk to their children. You can tell, even the children out here, a lot of the teenage children that come from these parents who really don't give a damn about life. They're out here in the school shooting them up, or they're the teenagers at school that's able to drive to school, unlike some other teenagers, because they have it. And they come into school driving in their cars. You know, the teenagers that drive to high school down here. And a lot of them running stop signs. And it was one driving the other day. Me and my daughter was walking. He ran off the road and then didn't give a fuck and knew what he was doing. All on the edge of the grass. You know, then when I look back and he got to the stop sign, I see the brake lights and stuff. Like, it was a pause. Like, you know you wrong for that. You in a car, them people walking, that man walking with it, you running all over the edge of the road like you don't give a fuck, like you gonna run somebody over. You being reckless right now, and it ain't even spring break yet. I can see, I know the young man was thinking, because the angels always watching and everywhere right now. They all on earth, and a lot of these wicked ass young teenagers and stuff, a lot of them finna be losing their life too. You see majority of them crashing out in their early teens, late teens and 20s, early 20s, which is a lot of these rappers and stuff. These rap artists with these bad lyrics, that's all they know. Trust me, they crashing out. And you better be happy that they all crashing out, because a lot of them, they not meant to be here no way. Why you here? Why you here if all you gonna do is cause destruction? And if you here to cause destruction, why you think you gonna be here forever? Because a lot of y'all, yeah. I know this video is 20 minutes long, and it may not be important to a lot of people, but y'all hang on in there. I asked for the Most High's vengeance to be upon Carrie Butler, fake-ass brother-in-law who did my sister wrong, and I asked for vengeance to be upon any and every man or woman who has done their partner wrong, who has not changed, who says they don't give a fuck. I ask the Most High's vengeance and Holy Spirit guide towards them to take out those who have done the righteous souls wrong by any means necessary. And you must know, I don't care where you hide at, I declare and I decree divine intervention and vengeance of the Most Highs upon any wicked entity hiding in all timelines, dimensions, spaces, realms, and realities, in spirit, in flesh, sleep state, and wake state, dimensions known and unknown, seen and unseen. I decree, I declare this, and it is now done, and I claim it. They must know that the Most High's vengeance is real. They must know that all the karma and wicked that they've done must come back to them and deal with them for real. They all must know any righteous person they see walking on this earth that has a light around them, they are a representation of you being judged, because now the light is on the earth and the children of the Most Highs, and we are the very presence that disturbs every entity that knows that their time is short, because now we've come into our true nature, our true selves, and we dress as such and we move as such. When you royal and when you're a priesthood, you continue to pray for others. You continue to observe the Sabbath. You continue to do all the right things, because that's a heavy position to hold, to pray and uphold worlds and planetary bodies with priesthoods and sisterhoods and, everything in the solar system working together, all the angels, the heavenly kingdom. We all right here right now. We all we have. We all we got right now. Being that we all we got, there's more devils than there is chosen righteous children and souls like us. And it's always going to be more devils and more Goliaths, but a small few representing that David, that little old David, King David, that took over that big ass Goliath collective and dropped them. You only need a chosen few to make it out, and you only need a chosen few really to go to war. Because a lot of these enemies out here that have a lot of legions and this and that, these weak spirits, weak demons, they can't fight. That's why I have to have a whole legion just to come deal with you, with one person. They sorry. These some weak spirits out here. They know they are. That's why you never see their face. They hide their hand and run all behind the scenes. So I'm grateful for Mama Holy Spirit and Abba Yah. I'm grateful for everything the spirit world has in store for all of us. I'm grateful for the love of the Most Highs in my heart. I'm grateful to be able to see worlds come and go based on whether they live right or not. Because it is true. The Most Highs is real. The devil is real. Eternity and living forever, immortality is real. And also, everything that they told you was fake. Mermaids, archangels, seraphim, higher benevolent beings. These are all real. So it don't matter what people say or do. When truth is truth and it can't be stopped, you might as well just get on out the way. It's public notice to all of those who are abusive partners in their relationships. You soon be separated, and your judgment will be instant. As long as you separate from up under the ones that you really don't care about. If you don't care about us, just leave from up under us. And don't try to stay up under us to calm down your karma. You still gonna get it. Okay? Yeah, that sun, the earth still gonna get you. You can run from karma all you want, you still gonna get it. Even if you take yourself out. So I love y'all. I'll get back at y'all with another video. The truth more disturbing than a lie.